Many people are talking about expected economic recession in 2023. And what makes people anxious is that all economic recessions bring with it unemployment. Many people lose their jobs. Prices also are increasing. Inflation rates are increasing. Many companies go bankrupt. Many other negative or bad impacts like that. I'm Samih Said, and today I will talk to you about what is economic recessions, what are the causes of economic recessions, and how to do something to stay away from economic recession, or at least to reduce the bad negative impacts of such economic recession. Don't go anywhere. A recession is a significant, widespread, and prolonged downturn in economic activity. That downturn must be deep, pervasive, and lasting to qualify as a recession. A common rule of thumb is that 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth means recession, although more complex formulas are also used. Economists at the National Bureau of Economic Research measure recession by looking at industrial production, retail sales, among other indicators, going far beyond the simpler 2 quarters of negative GDP measure. Since the Industrial Revolution, most economies have grown steadily, although recessions are still common. Between the year 1960 and 2007, there were 122 recessions. In recent years, recessions have become less frequent and don't last as long. The declines in economic output and employment that recessions cause can become self-perpetuating. For example, declining consumer demand can prompt companies to lay off staff, which affects consumer spending power, which can further weaken consumer demand. Since the Great Depression, governments around the world have adopted fiscal and monetary policies to prevent a Great Recession from becoming far worse. Numerous economic theories attempt to explain why and how an economy goes into recession. These theories can be broadly categorized as economic, financial, psychological, or a combination of these factors. Economic recessions can be caused by many different elements, including loss of consumer confidence, high interest rates, a stock market crash, and asset bubbles bursting. Most events that will cause the economy to slow down can also lead to a recession if left unchecked. For example, when consumer confidence slows, demand and economic growth slows, which can lead to a recession. High interest rates or lack of funds available to borrow can lead to a recession as well. We have also seen the 2020 recession, which was caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, which forced many businesses to close or cut back in order to stop the spread of the virus. And now let's talk about what should we do during recessions. First, invest in consumer staples. Even during recessions, consumers need to buy food, drugs, hygiene products, and medical supplies. These are the consumer staples, which are the last items to be cut from the family budget. So while companies selling high-end electronics and other discretionary products experience drops in revenues, companies selling food products and other basic necessities do not. Because of this, companies in the consumer staple sector are sometimes called defensive stocks, since they tend to remain resilient even when the economy is shrinking. Second, buy into dividends. If you are going to hold stocks during a recessionary period, the best ones to own are from established, large cap companies with strong balance sheets and cash flows. Not only are these companies better situated to weather economic downturns than smaller companies with poor cash flows, but they are also more likely to pay dividends. For investors, dividends serve a few purposes. First, if a company has a long history of paying and increasing dividends, you can have peace of mind that it is financially sound and can survive most economic environments. Second, dividends provide a return cushion. Even as share prices decline, you still receive a return on your investment. It is for these reasons that dividend stocks tend to outperform non-dividend stocks during market downturns. Third, avoid risky investments. Financial risks tend to increase during a recession, so it is best to avoid taking on any new and risky investments or financial commitments. Depending upon your position, industry, and experience, it is also a good idea not to take your job for granted or to dip into your savings unless it is necessary. Well, that brings us to the end of that video. Until next time, see you then.